day. And really, I'm wishing that I could just catch a break. It's been hell every couple days. Psych, psych, psych. As I'm listening to this song, like, that's my song. But honestly, I feel like for me, what I'm learning is when I would hear that song, I would get worked up in the past, and I'd be like, right, exactly. Like, oh, I would pour into you, and really, I'm just getting played in the end. But at what moment in time do we take a pause and remind ourselves and be in tune with our intuition and say, I know what I'm feeling is true. Now I'm good off of you. Because we lose ourselves. We lose ourselves in pouring into those that we want to see grow and want to heal them and like want to be, that nurturer for them and to give them that unconditional love. But we know, and this goes for male and females, if you're tapped into your intuition or you have that gut feeling, don't ignore it. You don't want to not be rational about what it is that you're feeling by acting impulsively. You want to take your time and figure it out, but don't ignore it. And a lot of times we get 999 plate. We get so consumed with wanting to be that for that person that we forget to be that for ourselves and nurture the parts of us that have that intuitive download of like something's not right here, and really taking the time to figure it out in a way that is healthy for not just you but the relationship itself. Hopefully, you can find that person that will be transparent with where they're at when it comes to the relationship and how they feel and what they feel like they can't do anymore. It's rare to have that within a relationship and a connection, but hopefully you can still be there for yourself to say, something ain't right. And if you feel like there's no evidence or there's something that you can't find in order to help support what it is that you're feeling, pray about it. Ask source for guidance and ask, your ancestors and spirit guides for, proof, evidence to give you that reassurance that you need to make sure that it's actually something going on, not just you assuming, but definitely giving you the stern discernment to figure out what is actually going on. Because a lot of times we lose ourselves in a person and we want to pour into them constantly, that we stop pouring into ourselves even in the moments when we know it's time to let go, to move on, by trusting our intuition. And this new year is just like, that's just, the cycle stops here. The cycle stops here. The cycle stops here, because we got to pour into ourselves. We got to pour into our emotional, spiritual and physical well-being. And listen, I'm learning. So I'm not gonna sit here and be like, baby, I got this down pat and I'm preaching to you. No, this is something that I'm learning and I'm taking in, and I'm also sharing, because it's something that hearing this song just remind me. And we have 222 as far as when I stopped the song, and it's number 133. So take what resonates, leave the rest. But I'm sharing because I'm learning this, and this is also something that I'm breaking, because, but also I'm also not going to be tripping, because sometimes it could be something that you have to work on based off of a past trauma within a previous relationship that is triggering an insecurity when you feel like a person is pulling back or a person is not acting the way they used to. Sometimes a person might just be experiencing something and they might be triggered their own way. They might not be receptive of receiving your love. And if you're in a relation, again, hopefully that they can be transparent enough to say what's going on, what they're feeling,
what they need from you in that moment, what they may need you to stop in that moment, because they're just not receptive of it. They're not ready to receive it at that moment, because it's bringing up other insecurities where they don't feel secure within receiving that, which is fine. But again, that's what I say, rational. Be rational, ask for source for your intuition, because source will reveal it to you if it is your partner just experiencing something on their end. Again, I'm learning. So take what resonates, leave the rest. Is definitely a learning journey. I'm here learning with y'all. I'm not just preaching, practicing, taking it all in, learning, growing, and hopefully, I feel like, but it's showing. You guys have a good one. And here's to just that song. Just, that's my jam. Have a good one.